instead of A.J. Hinch saying there were no buzzers, he is saying Commissioner did a really thorough investigation and didn't show up any buzzers, which is not saying there were no buzzers. Now, let me bring you down the road of maybe, but unlikely. A.J. Hinch didn't know about the buzzers and that Jose Altuve was using one himself, and Hinch didn't realize it, didn't know it at the time, but is keeping open the possibility that, yes, we did use buzzers. That's one possibility. The second possibility is A.J. Hinch knows that buzzers were used, but they didn't find it in the investigation, so he does not want to implicate himself again if, for whatever reason, it did come out that they were using buzzers. Either he didn't know, or he did know and doesn't want to admit it, or this was Verducci's reasoning. C. A.J. Hinch has scandal fatigue. This is what Verducci said. He's got scandal fatigue. And that he's just not going to say anything yes or no one way or the other because there's something new that came out every day, and he's just not going to go into those specifics. What do I believe? I believe A. I believe that A.J. Hinch doesn't necessarily know if Jose Altuve was using buzzers. I think Hinch doesn't necessarily know, but wouldn't put it past him. And I think A.J. Hinch, hoping to be back in baseball one day as a World Series winning manager, is going to cover his tracks and cover his bases, knowing that, you know what? This organization screwed me over this time, screwed over my reputation this time. I'm not going to let them get me again. I'm not trusting anybody with any of this. Now, this is not to say A.J. Hinch is off the hook, because while Hinch has tried to say, oh, I tried to stop it, I smashed the computer, Hinch has also said, I should have done more. It happened on my watch. I regret it. I'll always regret it. And A.J. Hinch, the manager, who may never win another World Series in his entire life, his entire career, says it's a fair question to ask whether our World Series is tainted. Well, number one, it is tainted. There's no way it's a fair question. It is. You got fired. Your GM got fired. You lost draft picks. Other guys got fired on other teams. It's a never-ending scandal that we're pulling apart the pieces of. Yeah, it's tainted. Absolutely, it's tainted.